up today on Studio 13 Live. Great culture and great food. We are celebrating the Hindu festival of Holi with cocktails by Versailles and a special menu bursting with color. We're sitting down with K-pop group 50/50. We'll chat with the 4 members of the group who've gotten a lot of attention online for their vocals and their unique sound. And tech shaming is nothing new in the workplace, but now millennials and Gen Z are getting shamed for their lack of tech skills. Then we're cooking up an authentic dish from northern Italy with spinace. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We are, of course, so excited to have you. I'm Mireya Garcia.
And I'm Henderson. And there's a bunch to get to today. But one of the best parts of being in Seattle is that there's always something to do.
Yeah.
Our friends with Mornings on 95.7, The Jet, Jody and Bender, are going to be joining us a little bit later in the show to talk about a bunch of concerts that are coming to the area. But I need to know, Mireya, what was the first concert that you ever went to?
In Sync, and I had to travel 2.5 hours to get there.
NSYNC was my first concert too.
Oh my God.
No strings attached to her.
Yes.
I just can still remember the butterflies, the feeling when I think back on that concert. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I love it. I do remember being in the front section of a particular row, and me and like my 4 friends were dancing, doing all the moves, and my parents were like standing in the corner, just, you know, being supportive. They were being supportive.
I love it.
All right, well, in honor of his new album, Ben releasing, Macklemore actually holding a free concert. We told you about this yesterday at Numos.
Yeah, so he's known for doing this in the Seattle area, and it seemed like last night was such a blast. I have a little bit of FOMO, I'm not gonna lie. Take a look at this video. Macklemore was crowd surfing while performing Can't Hold Us, and people were lined up all day long to get in, and it definitely looks like it was worth it. Macklemore even came out and talked to some people in line. What a fun day.
Oh my gosh, and that video of him crowd surfing, I was worried that people were gonna drop him, but they had him.
Oh yeah, it makes me miss my crowd surfing days.
You had crowd surfing days?
Oh yes, girl. 18, 19-year-old Carly was a little crazy at concerts here. I had my cargo pants, I'd put my disposable camera in there safely, and I'd be like, throw me up. And
Oh my gosh, brave girl. I could never.
It was so much fun. But yeah, I'm really hoping, you know, when his tour dates came out, there was no Seattle on there. So we were wondering what was going to happen, and I'm hoping that there's a lot more of these pop-up concerts coming up.
That's what I'm guessing.
I want to go. I didn't make it last time. I want to go to the next one. Well, it is still early in Women's History Month, and a whole team of women at Washington State University already have made history.
Yes, we are talking about the women's basketball team. They won the Pac-12 championship on Sunday. First time the Cougs have won the conference basketball tournament ever. We're talking about men's and women's teams. And that means that the Cougars are guaranteed a spot in March Madness.
Best thing about being a woman is that prerogative to have a little fun.
Yeah, baby, I love their joy. So it was such a big win that Shania Twain, yes, the Shania Twain herself, noticed, sharing a video of the team and singing one of her famous songs on Twitter. And in the tweet, she said, "Let's go Cougs."
Let's go Cougs. I love it. It has to be really cool as an artist, too, to see your song just used in such a joyful, gleeful moment.
Yes.
That's so cool.
I know.
I love it.
Congratulations all around.
Jamie Lee Curtis is adamant about getting a full night's rest, even if that means missing an Academy Award event.
Oh.
Yeah, she told The Hollywood Reporter over the weekend that the Oscars nominees dinner on Thursday is too late for her. She's nominated for an Oscar in the Best Actress in a Supporting Role category for her role in Everything Everywhere All at Once, which she was fantastic in. She says the event starts at 7:30, meaning it's gonna go way too late. She said, "Mommy goes to bed early."
Oh my gosh, she goes to bed when we go to bed.
No kidding. Last night, my friend FaceTimed me, and it wasn't even 7 o'clock, and I was already in bed.
In your little
like, "You
jammies?"
winding down there? Yeah.
I feel like, I Sometimes you got to stay up late, though. I mean, like if it's the Academy Awards, although maybe she's done this a time or two and she's going to do a little self-care first.
Yeah, well, the Today Show talked to her, I think it was either this morning or yesterday, and she was telling them that she'd already been to an Oscars nominees luncheon. So this is kind of like an extra optional thing. It wasn't like the only event that she could go to for it. And Woman After Our Own Heart, she's also petitioning for matinee concerts.
Ooh, I like that.
She's saying, why are concerts so late at night? And I feel like for our schedule, for anyone that's an early riser,
yes,
you know, get those daytime concerts going. We're here for it.
Around here in my neighborhood, people are leaving for work early, not just, you know, me. So I know that people would love an earlier concert. And if you love to party, you can just keep the party going longer. I'm signing the petition.
Yeah, me too. What would you say is like your ideal dinner time?
Dinner time is 5 p.m. for me.
Okay. I would say like 4, but I know that's a little bit unreasonable for most of the general public. But 7:30 seems late.
It does.
It
does seem a little late.
Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis, thanks for, being our advocate here.
Well, get this. There is a new divide in the workforce, and this is coming to the surface. This time it is tech shaming. You think you know what it's about, but you really don't. Okay, so you might assume that we're talking about shaming older employees for not understanding new technology, but that's not it. This is about younger people not knowing about the older tech. According to HP, only 1 in 5 younger employees can use a fax machine. Even fewer of them know how to change the ink or the toner. That's not all, though. Roughly half of young workers say they've never even mailed a letter. Now, that last one is hard for me to believe, for sure.
Never mailed a letter?
Yeah.
Don't you send people birthday cards sometimes?
Something. A birthday text is the thing now, I think.
I guess. There's just joy about mailing a card to somebody.
I know. I think so.
Yeah, you can skip a fax. I'm not going to shame you if you've never sent a fax before. I barely know how to do that. So
I know. I'll just press all the buttons until I get it right.
Hope it just works. Oh, man. Okay, listen to this one. So this woman on Reddit is trending after saying that her husband is refusing to be in the room with her while she delivers their first child. So the soon-to-be dad says that he can't stomach childbirth and he wouldn't be of any use anyway. The intensity would freak him out. This is something that the couple did not think about prior to pregnancy. You've given birth.
Girl, I want to flip this chair right on over. What in the world? My man, it is not happening to you. You're going to be okay.
Right. This is like the most painful experience of his wife's life, and he can't watch it.
You got to hold the, here's my deal. I'm not going to judge you if you don't want to, look at it happening. You know, maybe a little TMI, but they do offer mothers a mirror sometimes if they want to see exactly what's going on. Not my jam. You want to do it? Very cool. I chose not to. So if you as the father don't want to see the actual thing happening because it is very intense, that's okay, but nothing is stopping you from holding your partner's hand and being there as they are suffering.
And bringing new life into the world that you helped create, sir. Oh my goodness. I just hope that this woman has supportive women in her life. I hope her mom or her sister or her best friend are available, but that might not be the case. And then if that's the situation, that's really messed up that he's not going to support her on the biggest day ever. Also, I don't feel like he knows what happens after a child is born. There are diapers that need to be changed. That is also gross, but that is something that needs to happen and is part of the whole thing.
Yes.
So I'm a little bit angry at this man too. And
how do they not talk about it?
How do you not talk about it? You have to work out that whole plan.
Well,
I know. Our blood is boiling right now.
All shook up.
Is the heat on in here? Because I'm angry about this. This is not cool.
Oh, I hope that at the very bare minimum, she was able to hire a doula for something, anything. My goodness.
Yeah, you need to have that support.
Coming up, we are checking in with our friends Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet to chat about some other hot topics.
Yes, including some hot concerts for our area that were just announced right after the break.
I wanna see you smile.
Oh boy, there have been some big concert announcements for our area this week.
Yes, and joining us to talk about those and some other hot topics, Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Morning.
How are you? Everything still good?
Fantastic. We're getting excited to come see you next week.
Yes, so excited.
It's going to be the twofer. You're going to do
twofer.
Mornings with us, and then we're gonna cross the street and go do the show with you guys. And it's just, I mean, we're gonna just have so much fun.
I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped about it. I'm also
Right.
hyped about these concerts that are coming to town. So fill us in on these.
So we got Peter Gabriel coming to town.
My favorite.
October 8th at Climate Pledge. Tickets will go on sale this coming Friday. So it's Peter Gabriel, October 8th at Climate Pledge. Tickets go on sale Friday. Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire on September 11th at Climate Pledge. Those tickets go on sale next Monday. Thought it was weird.
What?
Lionel Richie with Earth, Wind, and Fire and not whatever's left of the Commodores.
Maybe
Does
there's some tension there.
The Commodores not tour anymore? I mean, right?
I bet the
Isn't that weird?
Commodores probably think that's pretty weird too, to be honest.
And how about NCT Dream on April 21st at Climate Pledge? Those tickets go on sale this Friday, but at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh.
It's not a morning on sale ticket time, so just keep that in mind. So there you go. Peter Gabriel, Lionel Richie with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and NCT Dream. All at Climate Pledge. Tickets are going on sale at various times, so good luck getting tickets.
I was hoping you were going to say the concert started at 4 p.m.
All right, we were just
saying
talking
we
about
want
that.
early concerts.
We're with Jamie Lee Curtis all the way. Solidarity.
Good. All right. So I still spend an inordinate amount of time at this place, but Chuck E. Cheese reminds us of our childhoods. Turns out they're using some technology that may very well be from our childhood.
Yeah, this is weird. This
And-
is very weird.
It's weird, but is it really? It's an old place. It's got antiquated equipment. You know, those robotic animals that sing and do the dancing. Apparently, they run on floppy disk. A recent video on
What?
TikTok, a guy showed the fact that he has to load in the winter 2023 music and information for the robotic animals that do the band into the system mainframe in floppy disk form. Why are you surprised by that?
Well, okay, I could understand maybe if the system is so old
Yeah.
that they keep popping in a floppy disk from like 1989, 1990, but when the floppy disk is labeled
It's new.
2023 and
Oh
it's
my
new,
goodness.
really they can't update their system? That's just weird, right?
You know, it's funny. I understand where you're coming from, but there's a guy who runs a floppy disk company, and he was asked about this, and he said, floppy disks are elegant, and they are
Elegant.
reliable, and they don't run on Wi-Fi, and you never lose your information. You can't hack a floppy disk. Actually, maybe we should all think about going back to floppy
Fair.
disks.
That is fair.
You just can't. You just got to remember not to bend
I
that
don't know if
metal
I'd-
on the floppy disk. The kiss
weird.
of death.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know
isn't-
if I
and
would
again-
call it elegant, but you can't hack it, so that's kind of nice.
The background of it, isn't that still like a DOS-based system? Like, can you do a floppy disk on a Windows?
I have no idea.
Huh.
We
All
have
right.
to
do
find
not
some
know.
kind
There
of
you go. I got all
converter.
riled. I got all riled up for that for no reason
Is
whatsoever.
that a DOS-based system?
Not nearly as angry as the girls got
I
with the
know.
guy that wouldn't come into the
A little
Delivery
different.
line.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah.
Was there, by the way, was there any reference point? Well, hold on. Was there any reference point to the story? Did he have a reference point when he said, I can't be in there for the delivery? Is this like he has a reference point, or just he's just throwing his hands up and saying no?
He just thought it was gross.
Yeah.
He just thought it was gross. Cool. It wasn't gross when he helped make the baby, but that's fine.
Exactly. In happier
I'm
news,
not sure if you guys know. Yeah, it's National Cereal Day. Happy National Cereal Day.
Yeah.
For the state of Washington, what do you think is the #1 cereal for our state?
Okay. For me personally,
Yes.
Original Life cereal.
Oh.
But for the state of Washington, yeah, I love Life.
Ugh.
So delicious. Ugh.
Ugh.
All right. State of Washington, I think we're going to go Honey Nut Cheerios.
Ladies, what do you think
I would
before
say some
tell
sort
you?
of apple flavored cereal. Like what's the apple cherry
Jacks?
Cheerios? Apple Jacks?
Yeah, there's Apple Jacks.
Ooh,
I-
Apple Jacks.
I'm going to
Apple
say
Jacks.
Lucky Charms.
Ooh,
The
Lucky Charms.
actual answer, the #1 cereal in Washington State would be Fruit Loops.
Oh.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that Fruit Loops is number one. I would personally go with Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes,
That's
yeah.
my go-to. I love Apple Jacks, like you mentioned, and I love Fruit Loops, so I'm good all the way around.
You can cut the roof of your mouth on Apple Jacks if you eat them when
can.
you're
and Fruit
stale.
Loops.
I like Pops.
And Trix.
And Captain Crunch. Oh, Pops.
Are we just naming cereals
Yeah.
now?
Oh, Pops.
I like a Raisin Bran
Like
Crunch.
Sugar Smacks.
Oh, Sugar
Ooh,
Smacks
me
are
too.
good.
It's got raisins in it. Ugh.
It makes me feel healthy even
Delightful.
though it's loaded
Happy
with
guys-
sugar.
Nationals.
You guys have a great day.
Happy National Cereal
See you
Day.
next week. All right, well, coming up, we are celebrating the Hindu festival of Holi with Versailles.
Yeah, we are learning how to make a cocktail from their special Holi menu and getting to try one of their unique dishes. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile.
I'm so excited. It is time for Seattle Sips, where we check out some amazing drinks and a couple snacks in our area.
Yeah, we're joined by Jeet Singh and Jordan White with Versailles. Welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming in. So for anyone who isn't familiar with Holi, tell us what this festival is all about.
So the Holi Festival is about celebrating the oncoming of spring. So in this festival, it's the festival of colors. So
Yes.
typically people celebrate, they throw like colored powders in the air. They have this concept of a water gun. So what they do is they mix water with the colors and sort of spray it on each other. There's this element of fun that's going on during that time.
Yeah, I would say it is a very joyful time. Anytime I watch videos or see pictures, and Versailles, the restaurant located at Fremont, and looking at your Instagram, it is also in itself very colorful and joyful. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so our whole concept of progressive Indian is taking ingredients you don't associate with Indian cuisine at all and doing a modernist take on it. Because Indian food is very vibrant, colorful, flavorful. So using local ingredients, using whatever this coast has to offer to us, we're able to take a spin and modernize that.
And what are some of the flavors we'll be tasting with the people come to your restaurant?
So flavors-wise, you should look for more fun, more like flavors that like I said, are exotic, but at the same time are plated really well.
Beautiful. Okay, so we are going to be seeing you guys launch March 19th, your rotating seasonal menu. What is that experience going to be like? You even have something here for us, huh?
Yes, of course. So to talk about the experience, it will be a seasonal rotating, a 5-course and a 7-course. So we will be introducing a tasting menu only concept in Seattle. And what we have is we will have a fun take on approachable, fun dining, neo-Indian cuisine. So we will be featuring a tasting menu that will have flavors from all parts of India, but like plated with precision.
Yeah. What do we have here today?
So this is a transparent chaat. Chaat literally means to lick, but it's a street side classic. So here we have a transparent chaat. So we have a potato starch foil, and inside we have mint and tamarind caviars, and this concept of bale in there. So,
Beautiful.
And served with lentil crisp on the bottom.
Am I able to give that a try?
Of course, but
Awesome.
there's a
Ooh.
sensory
Ooh,
part
let's
to this.
do it.
To enhance your taste buds, to enhance the smell factor, we're going to be using this. This is to give sort of the smell of like an Indian street side.
Beautiful. Let's
So,
do it.
Yeah, and we're using some dry ice for effect.
Look at that.
Ooh, beautiful.
Pour some in.
I love the
So,
presentation.
Yeah, a little smokiness.
Yeah.
I love it.
Definitely.
So cool.
Oh, beautiful.
And you can hear it
Take a
too.
smell,
It's really
and you can
awesome.
hear it.
And while
Oh my
Mireya
gosh.
gets ready to try that, why don't we get started making the cocktails?
Give it a shot.
What are we making?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
like
a winner.
burst-
Is it?
burst of flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing a couple of fun drinks for you today. The first one is the Purple Skies. This is actually a clarified milk punch. So I've already pre-batched it and kind of gotten it ready for you, but I'll show you the process. First, we're starting off with some blue butterfly PT gin. We're featuring an Indian spirit called Gin Gigi. Really lovely gin. We're gonna basically build a punch and then clarify it with milk. Then we're adding our creme de violette.
And what's that?
This is basically a violet liqueur. It's really beautiful, bright purple, smells like springtime.
Oh, fun.
I feel like we get to learn about so many different liqueurs that I've never heard of before doing this job. This is exciting. And what are you putting in now?
A little apricot liqueur and a little simple syrup.
Nice.
Of course.
Well, sugar for good measure. You know.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
And you guys have a lot of different popular drinks on the menu too.
Yeah, of course.
What do we have here?
Just a little lemon juice to add some acidity to it.
Now, while you shake that all together, can we give it a try here?
Yeah, of course. Enjoy.
Awesome. All right, tell me what it's called one more
Cheers.
time.
Oh, and it comes with a big ice cube.
That is the Purple Skies.
Purple Sky.
Oh, I love that. That's dangerous. I could drink a lot of those.
Oh,
That's
it is
really easy to drink.
dangerous.
It's like perfectly sweet, perfectly
Tasty,
acidic.
delicious. Yeah. Ooh, but there's some booze in here, y'all.
And then what's the name of this other one that you made too?
That is the Citrus Royale.
Citrus Royale.
So that is saffron-infused vodka, a little kumquat syrup, as well as lemon juice, and there's a little cilantro oil over the top.
that too.
Very nice. I'm going to give it a little sip here.
That one is so yummy.
So
Beautiful job,
Thank you
guys.
so much, James
Yes.
Jordan. You guys are the best.
And be sure you check out Versailles in Fremont. They're going to keep working. We're going to keep hanging, and we have more info on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live. And still to come on Studio 13 Live, we have a new K-pop group, 50/50, back with a new single.
Yes, and we are introducing you to the song Cupid as well as the group right after the break.
K-pop girl group 50/50 debuted in November, and they are back with their new single album, Cupid.
Yes, the four-member group has gotten a lot of attention online for their vocals and their unique sound. And Fox 13 video journalist Clint Edwards spoke with the girls about the new album and the life of K-pop idols.
I give a second chance to Cupid. 날 믿은 내가 정말 stupid. 보여줄게 숨겨왔던 love is it real.
Hi, we are 50/50.
Let's live live for the good times. 우리 둘이 기분 타고 높이 올라가. 다시 원하 the down, the down.
What made you want to become idols or become artists?
저는 그냥 어렸을 때부터 노래 부르는 게 정말 일상이었던 사람이었어서 그냥 나는 무조건 무대에 서고 말 거야 라는 뭔가의 확신에 차 있었던 것 같아요. 그런데 진짜로 지내면서도 항상 음악적인 요소들이 저한테 너무 자연스럽게 기회들이 왔었고 해서 그냥 진짜로 저도 너무 익숙하게 느껴지는 만큼 그냥 나는 아이돌을 해야겠다라고 결정하게 된 것 같습니다.
When you first heard the style of music you would be debuting with, what were your first thoughts?
저 같은 경우에는 저희 데뷔곡 하이어를 들었을 때 저 또한 너무 편안한 느낌이 들었고요. 그래서 계속 들으면 들을수록 너무 좋다. 그리고 더 듣고 싶다라는 마음이 정말 컸던 것 같아요. 그리고 그 데뷔곡을 준비하면서 저희 50/50의 그런 색깔을 보여드리고 싶어서 조금 다른 컨셉, 또 새로운 컨셉을 저희가 선택하지 않았나, 그렇게 보여드리고 싶어서 저희가 그렇게 준비하지 않았나 생각이 듭니다.
꿈속에 매일 밤 someone who will share this feeling.
Tell me a little bit about this new single.
저희 이번 신곡 큐피드는 일단 저희 50/50 세계관의 첫 시작인 프리퀄로서 새로운 시작을 마주한 저희 50의 어떤 좀 다양한 내면을 담으려고 노력을 했고, 그리고 좀 하이어와는 다르게 좀 순수한 모습들을 좀 두려움과 설렘 이런 감정들에 담아서 음악에 좀 녹여내려고, 솔직하게 녹여내려고 노력했습니다.
If you had to describe this song in one word, what would it be?
한 단어. 저는 저희 큐피드가 또 그런 그 정해져 있는 스토리가 아니니까 저는 반전이라는 단어를 하나로 정리해보고 싶습니다. Good. I wanna say love, because Cupid is about a love. This song is about love, and just not a love of one way. It means like every ways of love, every kinds of love can be success of myself, from myself. So that means really cool.
What goals do you have set for this comeback?
이번 컴백을 통해서 이루고 싶은 목표가 있다면 일단 더 많은 팬분들과 소통을 하면서 저희를 알리는 것과 그리고 또 큐피드에 담겨있는 가사 내용으로 인해 많은 분들께 공감이 되는 또 50/50가 50/50가 이런 그룹이구나 50/50의 컬러는 정말 예쁘다 확실하다라는 말을 듣고 싶습니다. 그게 저의 목표입니다.
Do you have a message for your fans, both your current fans and new fans you may get in the future?
저희가 음악에 진심인 만큼 그 진심을 담아서 저의 많은 곡들로 여러분들에게 선물 같은 존재가 될 테니까요. 저희 50/50 많은 사랑과 관심 부탁드리고요. 앞으로의 활동도 많은 기대해 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
저도 이제 저희 팬 여러분들이 있기에 50/50가 있다고 생각을 하고요. 그래서 너무 감사드린다는 말씀을 꼭 전해드리고 싶고요. 그리고 앞으로 저희 50/50를 보고 입덕을 하신 팬분들에게 미리 감사하다는 말씀도 드리고 싶고요. 그에 맞게 저희가 좋은 음악으로 보답해드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.
I gave a second chance to Cupid. 날 믿은 내가 정말 stupid. 보여줄게 숨겨왔던 love isn't real. Cupid is so dumb. I give a second.
So
Thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so cute. I love K-pop music videos. Thank you so much to video journalist Clint Edwards for putting that together for us. And since that music video for Cupid was released, it has more than 3.5 million views.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fun.
Pretty awesome. It's going to be cool to see their rise after
Yeah,
this,
I think
too.
so.
Okay, starting at sundown last night and ending at sundown tonight is the Jewish holiday of Purim. Now, Purim is a joyous holiday that recounts the saving of Jewish people. Kids can celebrate by going to a carnival, dressing up in costume, and eating Hamantaschen.
Very cool. All right. Seattle Kraken now. The mascot Bowie posted some photos on Twitter of him and the kids celebrating. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, how fun. So you can find this particular rattle commonly associated with Purim. Fox 13 sports director Aaron Levine tweeted, quote, saying that he thinks it is the first time he's seen a mascot holding one of these. And Bowie responded saying, come to the game tomorrow. And you can hear it. So if you are going to tonight's Kraken game, you will see Bowie there. And tag us in those videos and photos. We want to see it too.
Oh, yeah. I love Bowie's sparkly blue suit, too.
I know, very nice.
Such a stylish man.
Troll.
Troll. Sorry, Bowie.
Sorry about that, bud. Hey, it's Tuesday, which means it is time for a pop quiz.
Yeah, so coming up, 2 viewers compete for prizes in trivia. We are watching it all go down and sharing how you can get in on the fun, too. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile.
We are ready, and it's time for Pop Quiz. And we have 2 viewers at home competing for a chance to win a very cool prize.
Yes, and we are joined by our trivia host, Brian McMillan. Hey, Brian.
Hi there. So excited for this one. We're joined by Kaylee from Mount Vernon and Savannah from Maple Valley, and they're going to be competing for a chance to win a McDonald's gift card. Kaylee, you're going to be with Mireya today, okay? Sound good? And
Perfect.
Kaylee, it says here that you can DIY anything. What have you done yourself lately here? What big project have you done?
Right now, I'm currently redoing my kitchen, and I do a ton of woodwork and painting, and I can make anything. Just give me a picture, and I will try my best.
That is really impressive.
Oh.
Very impressive. All right. I might have some work at my house.
Give me a call.
Savannah, you're with Carly. Savannah, you've been watching our station since you were a little kid, huh?
I sure have. My parents watch the nightly news every night. Casey and MJ and everybody, and I love the new crew that they put together. So love watching you every morning.
That is so cool.
Thanks for watching.
Makes me feel good.
Yeah.
All right, so here's how Pop Quiz works. I'm going to ask each of you 4 questions. They're all multiple choice, and you have 15 seconds to answer. If you need help, you can ask your teammate, either Carly or Mireya. You can only do that one time, and keep in mind they don't know the answers either, but they may be able to help you out here. So in honor of Women's History Month, today's category is women.
Woo!
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Y'all ready? Okay. Let's play Pop Quiz. And we're going to start with Kaylee. Kaylee, this is your question. Which former legendary news anchor became the first female co-anchor ever of a nightly news program in 1976? Is it A, Katie Couric, B, Barbara Walters, C, Diane Sawyer, or D, Connie Chung?
I'm guessing between Barbara Walters and Diana Sawyers, but I'm gonna go with Barbara Walters.
Barbara Walters is correct. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, Savannah, your turn here.
Oh, the baby.
Which woman is the most awarded artist in Grammy history? Is it A, Beyonce, B, Taylor Swift, C, Alison Krauss, or D, Aretha Franklin?
I think it's Taylor.
I think it's Taylor. I'm sorry, that is wrong. It's actually Beyonce.
Oh.
Beyonce.
Queen Bee.
Making
Queen Bee.
history.
That track.
Yep, there you go. All right, but that's okay. You're still in it. Don't worry. We'll send it back to Kaylee. Kaylee, who was the first female justice on the United States Supreme Court? It looks like Kaylee has a little help. Is it A, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, B, Sandra Day O'Connor, C, Sonia Sotomayor, or D, Amy Coney Barrett?
I think this one's A, Ruth Ginsburg.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. It's Sandra Day O'Connor is the correct answer.
I thought it was RBG also.
But it's all tied, or it's still 1-0. You can earn back a point here, Savannah. So, Savannah, which woman was arrested for voting in the presidential election of 1872? Which woman was arrested for voting in the presidential election of 1872? Was it A, Susan B. Anthony, B, Mother Teresa, C, Harriet Tubman, or D, Rosa Parks?
Carly?
I would go with either A or C, Susan B. Anthony or Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
You got, that was me too. C, I'll go with C.
Harriet Tubman? I'm sorry, that's not correct, but you were right with A. It is Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony is the correct answer, but it's still anybody's game.
Okay.
It's 1-0, Kaylee. All right, here we go. Kaylee, which of the following women was the first female U.S. Secretary of State? Was it A, Condoleezza Rice, B, Hillary Rodham Clinton, C, Kamala Harris, or D, Madeleine Albright?
Hillary Clinton?
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Oh.
These are tough ones.
They are toughies. They are
It was
toughies.
actually Madeleine Albright. Madeleine Albright. Okay, back to Savannah. Savannah, which of these was not invented by a woman? Was it A, a circular saw, B, a windshield wiper, C, pantyhose, or D, the very first Monopoly game?
I'm pretty sure it's C, pantyhose.
C, pantyhose is correct. Yes, is correct.
Nice.
Very nice. All right, so we're all tied up now, 1-1.
I'm nervous.
I know.
Nervous.
It's a barn burner. Here we go. Back to you, Kaylee. In 1932, Amelia Earhart was the first woman to do what? Was it A, fly in the Air Force, B, fly solo around the world, C, fly a plane, or D, fly solo across the Atlantic?
I know she drove a plane, so I'm gonna go D, fly solo across the Atlantic.
That is correct.
Yes!
Very nice. That's very, very good. Yes, D is correct. All right, so it is 2-1 now. Savannah, you can tie this up with a correct answer. So here it is. Which actress has won the most Oscars? Is it A, Frances McDormand, B, Katharine Hepburn, C, Meryl Streep, or D, Elizabeth Taylor?
Oh man. C?
C, Meryl Streep. I'm sorry, that's wrong. No, it is Katharine Hepburn, but Meryl Streep has the most nominations.
That's right.
She has the most nominations because it feels like every year it's like, okay, she's nominated for Best Actress. That means that, Kaylee, you win. Congratulations! Congratulations! That was a great one. Those were tough, weren't they?
That was our hardest trivia yet.
Was that the hardest?
I think so.
All right. Well, if you want a chance to enter to win fun prizes, head to fox13seattle.com. You can click on Studio 13 Live. It's always fun, you guys, being with you. What are we doing next?
Always a pleasure. Okay, so coming up, we are learning to make a delicious dish from northern Italy with spinace.
You can see how this local restaurant combines a handmade pasta with Pacific Northwest ingredients to make their nationally recognized cuisine. Hey, we'll be right back.
Take you another mile.
It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
Yes, today we are joined by Stuart Lane, the executive chef at Spinace. Hello.
And Chef, welcome. We're so excited that you're here. Spinace opened in 2008 at Capitol Hill. And you guys make homemade pastas, which I love pasta. We eat it probably a couple times a week in my house.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, maybe 4 times a week. Wow. You guys focus on the cuisine from the northern part of Italy.
Yeah, specifically Piemonte.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what is the difference between the cuisine of the northern part of Italy as opposed to the southern part of Italy?
Well, I mean, a lot of it is about like the fats and like where you're at, like what grows there, what that region is like, and you know, it's right. That's what Piemonte means, is like foot of the Alps, basically foot of the mountains, and the mountains in this case is the Alps. So it's like a lot colder, you know, and so they have more dairy cows and they have more butter and cheese and things like that.
Okay.
So when you think
All
of the
good.
South, you're thinking of like a lot of vegetables and olive oil, you know, and olives and things like that, and all of those things go great together. Up in the north, they have more dairy, and things that go great with dairy is fresh pasta.
That's awesome. And you guys are a big deal. So Spinace was recognized nationally as one of the top 5 Italian restaurants in America by the Food Network. What dish was highlighted?
Specifically, it was the taurine al ragu. So that is like kind of like a meat ragu with this pasta, the taurine, which is just like thinly cut pasta.
Yeah.
It's made with just egg yolks and flour. So it's the simplest 2 ingredients. It's like, you know, normally pasta is made with whole eggs and double O flour. This is egg yolks and double O flour. So usually it has like a little bit more indulgent kind of
And
taste.
as executive chef, like, how did that make you feel?
I mean,
Smile.
if somebody had said that you were like the top 5 in the city,
Yeah.
or even Capitol Hill, I would have been like, so honored,
jealous.
so honored. So when they're like, no, we're talking the whole nation, it's just like, I don't know if we're worthy of that distinction because of all the greatness out there. But like,
Yeah,
it
you
just
are.
we feel very, very lucky. I guess.
I'm looking at this pasta here, and how is it different from like, let's say like an angel hair pasta or something like that? Because it is really thinly cut, kind of like that.
I laugh because like,
Is that a dumb question?
No. Everybody describes it as that because it's got that same size. Like the thing, I'm laughing because like when we have our servers, you know, and we're like training them about the menu or like talking about the menu, we're like, don't call it angel hair because, or it's not angel hair because angel hair is, it's okay. Angel hair is like Durham wheat. Right?
Okay.
So it's very hard wheat.
Yes.
This is double flour, so it's kind of like our all-purpose flour, but a little bit softer. And then angel hair is made with water.
Okay.
And that. This is egg yolks and that softer flour. And then angel hair is like dried in a commercial setting for like 3 days at like the exact right temperature, the exact right humidity, all this stuff. And this is just like, you make it and it's probably the best the day of.
Okay.
You know, so it's best to like make it and do it. So
Fresh.
those are so.
Yes.
Did you learn something today?
I did, and I will never call it angel hair
Do
ever
not,
again.
my friend.
Well,
not that one. Not that one. All right. So there is something so absolutely beautiful of simple ingredients that taste amazing. So walk us through what we're making today.
So we're gonna make the taurine with butter and sage. So this is probably our #1 selling dish in the restaurant. It's very simple. It's like the easiest dish that there is. I mean, I was saying earlier, you know, like when you're eating this dish at home, I would say the one thing is to wait until everyone's at the table, everyone's gone to the bathroom, they've got their glass of wine, all the rest of the food is there. It's like
the drinks have been poured.
we want to eat. We want to eat right as this hits the table because it's very, it's like the creamiest and just like the best, like right at that time. Like food has kind of like windows when it's at its best, and when maybe it's like lost it's like, vibrancy or whatever. And this is absolutely the best when it's like steaming and hot and you just put the cheese on and you're just like getting in there. So that's the one thing.
Okay.
We're excited.
Let's get into it.
So I'm gonna just drop the pasta because it's like this water is not boiling like super hard right now. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. I think in the recipe on the website I did it in reverse, and then a lot of butter.
Whoa, my friend.
That is butter.
And then I'll let you, Carly,
Put the
put the sage in
sage.
there.
Okay, cool.
I would call this a glob of butter.
It is a glob of butter.
And we don't really like
Smell how good
measure
that
it to
smells.
order. It's just like a lot.
A lot.
So I think I put 3/4 of a stick on the recipe.
It's like a ladle
But you're
of
not
butter.
doing this every day.
Oh, okay,
This
fair
is
enough.
not like an everyday kind of thing.
Just 3 times a week if you're Brian.
I like pasta. What can I say?
So I'm just gonna let this. I'm not browning it. Brown butter for angel hair would be great.
Yep.
But for fresh pasta, it kind of slicks off the noodles and it'll sit in the bottom of the bowl.
Sure.
So usually you don't want to do like olive oil based sauces with like fresh pasta. That's
Salted
kind
or
of a rule.
unsalted butter?
This is unsalted, and then I add a little bit of salt, and this has a bunch of salt in it, and that will also add to the seasoning of it.
Good question,
So,
Brian.
and if you have the salt sensitivity, you can not add salt here, you can not add salt there.
Got it.
It's pretty
Bring on the salt.
If we're being unhealthy, we're putting a
Look,
glass
we're
of butter.
doing it all the way, baby.
This looks
So
so
as
good.
far as like the time of this, I would say like, it all depends. Like let's say something came up and you made this pasta at home and you had to not cook it that day. You had to wait a day or something like that. So maybe then it would take a little bit longer in the water. Or you just finished making it, then it's going to take like no amount of time in the water.
Oh,
so it's just
interesting.
kind of like, and at the restaurant we're like obviously like very concerned about like overcooking or undercooking it and everything like that. But at home, if it's like a little bit more, a little bit less, it's not the end of the world. Usually with fresh pasta, you're cooking it through.
Yeah.
You're not cooking it al dente like you would angel hair. You
Sure.
know, like
Yeah.
it's great to have a little bit of bite.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. This is a little bit like meant to be like totally soft.
Nice.
So we're like almost there. I'm just gonna let it bubble just a little bit more. And
I love the
then-
idea of using fresh herbs because I have a lot of the seasonings that I'll just add in there, but
Yeah.
it just smells and tastes so
Very
good. Just
different,
fresh
They have that
herbs.
fresh herb section in the grocery store too.
Right.
You can just pick some of that. It makes a huge difference. I really do think it does. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, while we're working here, you do have several other popular items in your menu. What are they?
Yeah, I mean the Taurino ragu, that was like
of course.
that's like another huge one. I mean we do a lot of braises, so right now we have this braised beef cheek on the menu. That's great, and I'm about to do it. I
Okay.
can talk more about all that
Yeah.
stuff. But I'm gonna make probably a mess a little bit.
All right,
Go for
here
it.
in a
We're
second.
ready.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
were
try
warned
to feel
to
elbows,
step
but-
back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like basically turn this off,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna add a little bit
ready.
of the water to
We're
that.
ready.
See, just like a little bit.
Okay.
A
Okay.
little bit of the starchy water,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
in the restaurant setting, you said that starch would help really thicken it up. Is that right?
Yeah, that'll like emulsify it and kind of make it like extra creamy.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna kind of stir it and bring it together, and then
Whoa.
I'm just sauteing. And
A
then
true
at first
talent.
I'm kind of doing like big, movements, and then
Yeah.
as it gets like closer, I'm like tighter.
So at home, if I cannot do this, what can I do instead?
I mean, let's say say you just put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you just do this and plate it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
We're trying to make it like cool. Do you want to try it? You want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'm
All
gonna-
right.
Okay,
You know, he's
Brian.
doing it. Woo, yeah.
Take that blazer off. Here we go.
All right.
So,
Don't drop it, Brian.
yeah, left hand or right hand? Jeez.
So like if you're right-handed, most cooks will do it in their left hand, and then they'll kind of like use the other hand to like help plate.
I want to be able to eat this, so I don't
But
want
if
to.
you're right-handed, like try it with your right hand, because we're just so used to kind of doing it in reverse. But
I'm trying to flip it, but it's stuck.
yeah,
That's how it's supposed
That
to be.
looks
though,
really
right?
difficult.
We have to eat that, so don't
Yeah.
drop
I'm not going to drop it. I'm not going to
so
drop it.
also like let's say it got like a little bit tight. Let me just show you this real quick. You can add like a little bit more water if you want, just to like loosen it up.
There you go.
Oh, very nice.
Like, and then we usually will like separate a little leaf off to the side to top it, but that's just for visuals.
Beautiful.
But, okay, so
So right now, this has been butter and sage and pasta
And salt.
and salt.
Now it's my turn,
and then
baby.
and we can cheese as much or as little as you want. Just go
Oh
crazy.
yeah, what kind of cheese is that?
This
I
is
love a
Parmesan
cheese.
Reggiano.
All right.
This looks so good.
Just two.
I feel like with Italian food, you don't need the most ingredients
Yeah.
if you're using fresh ingredients.
I mean, it's just so simple and like easy, and so it lets
that.
us shine. And then we would normally do these little pairing things to kind of like help plate family style. But I would say you guys just dig in and go crazy.
We're family here.
We're family
We can eat off
style.
the same plate, right?
Here we go.
Woo! This looks so good.
Oh my goodness. Extra cheese for me, please.
Did you take a lot of trips to Italy when
Yeah,
you were
actually,
kind of
I
developing things?
studied there a little bit. I was at this Italian Culinary Institute for Foreigners, is like the name of it, in Piemonte. Yeah, it's got a funny name, but it's so it was like a lot of Piemontese food.
This is some of the best pasta I've ever had.
Really?
It tastes different.
I want to know about your desserts too. Can you tell us about your desserts?
Well, I'm really proud of our dessert kind of like program there. It's headed by our pastry chef, Laura. You know, she's been doing great. And so she, and like, you know, we kind of have, a lot of restaurants nowadays on their pastries, they have like 2 or 3 or like 3 or 4 pastries like tops. We have like 7 or 8, and we're really proud of that. And there's a variety. So we have like some very recognizable things like panna cotta. We have like a secret tiramisu that you can ask for, but it's not me. But we also have like our semi-freddo, which I'm like the most proud of. I think people are not used to having something like that.
Yeah.
And so I think that is like really good. And then we have this
Chef
dish.
Stuart Lane, thank you
Yeah,
so much
sorry.
for coming. We're so excited.
Thank you.
Check out Spinoza in Capitol Hill. This is so good. I need another bite. Right? It went by fast. This is incredible.
Don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around.